I was born and grew up in northwestern part of Bosnia. I was born in Bihać and we lived in the town of Bosanski Petrovac. In the 80s, life was peaceful. I was quite ignorant to what was going on politically within the country, trying to plan my sort of education and what to do with my studies. More or less overnight, the situation became quite intense. We were just rounded up, made to sign a document that we voluntarily give our property to the Serbian Republic of Bosnia and that we will never return, leaving the keys to the property, keys to the car in the garage, and everything was just left as it was. And after a couple of weeks of killings and shootings and, people's homes being burned down and looting, we were basically rounded up at gunpoint at the bottom of the town on the main highway and loaded up on cattle wagons, buses and trucks. As we were leaving the town, as a final send-off, the local Serbs, they've lined up the side of the road with machine guns and they've opened fire on the lorries with canvas, and the people inside were literally pushed together. So one bullet would just kill one person and they would hit somebody in a leg and then go through someone else. I think about 15 died. We finally settled in a school in Zenica, central Bosnia again, not far from Travnik. Somebody came and said, "Riad, can you help these guys? They've kind of landed outside the school and they're from England." They've opened the back of the lorry and it was stuffed full of toys, toiletries, shoes, cans of food, some medical equipment. On one of the trips, they said, "Riad, do you want us to try and help you to get out of here?" Because they realized that even then now the situation was getting much worse. So I managed to get out with them and within a day or so found myself in Barnsley. We basically started from nothing. We got our first house, a flat. We had one mattress with no bedding, and then we got some settees the following day, and then we got a cooker. So we started gathering things bit by bit. I took part in many activities straight away. Bradford College, we were trying to enroll on as many courses as we could at the time to improve our skills, our language. As a city, we found it welcoming. No community is an outsider, so we never felt any different to anyone else. We always felt we had the same opportunity and the chance to do whatever we wanted to do. I'm working for Bradford Council at the moment, and I kind of ended up doing that through working with refugees to begin with. I think Bradford has experience of welcoming new communities going back centuries, welcoming refugees from Europe, even in recent years, refugees from Africa and from the Middle East. So all that gives it that feeling that no community is an outsider, so everyone seems to be sort of managing well together. It's difficult for anyone that hasn't lived through it to grasp the extreme human emotions and conflict of that nature. Obviously our lives are here, our jobs and everything else. Our kids are born here and they attend schools here. But going back, it kind of brings different kind of memories of us growing up, of happy childhood, friends and relatives back home. In a sense, I'd say that both are our homes.